lately, at home to an Aston Villa side boasting the Premier League's meanest defence. Liverpool certainly aren't out of the title reckoning, and Villa, already through to the League Cup final as well as the last 8 of the FA Cup, are hoping to sustain their own prospects of a top 3 place. Villa were also in action in midweek. They were at home to the champions Blackburn, whose poor away form has been in stark contrast to their excellence at Ewood Park. Villa were often frustrated by the champions' offside trap, but 8 minutes into the second half finally found a way through. A fine goal by Julian Joachim on his home debut. Rovers have managed only a measly 5 goals away from home in the league this season, and they rarely threaten to improve on that tally. Villa made certain of winning with a second goal on 71. Gareth Southgate's first for the club since his summer move from Crystal Palace. Villa were worthy winners. Mark Bosnich had little to do with Villa's goal, although his reflexes were sharp enough to cope with Alan Shearer's free kick. Aston Villa 2, Blackburn 0. Villa's win means they remain an outside bet for the title, albeit with still a lot of ground to make up on the clubs above them. Blackburn are 10th now, their championship defence ruined by that disastrous away form. And so to Anfield, and a mouth-watering contest in prospect, as Villa prepare to face a Liverpool side unbeaten in 15 matches. The commentator, Ian Dart.
As for Liverpool, they keep the side which reached the FA Cup quarter-finals in midweek. Stan Collymore has shaken off a minor bout of flu, and he resumes his 41-goal partnership with Robbie Fowler. They both, incidentally, scored against Villa a month ago when Liverpool won at Villa Park. Jamie Redknapp is fit enough to have a place on the bench alongside Ian Rush, who's announced this week he'll be leaving Liverpool on a free transfer at the end of the season. As for Aston Villa, they're without their key midfield man, Mark Draper, who failed a fitness test at lunchtime on an ankle injury. That means that 20-year-old Irishman Gareth Farrelly makes his full debut in midfield. Brian Little's new signing from Leicester City, Julian Joachim, is left out despite scoring in the midweek win over Blackburn, Villa preferring the more defensively minded Ricardo Skiveka. Tommy Johnson still unfit. There was some suggestion he might return here after a thigh injury that's been a bit of a problem recently. It's Liverpool then in 3rd place, unbeaten in 15 matches. Aston Villa unbeaten in their last 7 in 4th place. And Anfield looks very, very full. Here's Mark Wright. McAteer, who's made this place wide on the right his own. That's why Rob Jones is having to play wide on the left these days. Crazy deflection there off Milosevic. Doing some early catching practice for David James. Excellent confrontation today in prospect between the best strike partnership statistically in the Premier League, Fowler and Collymore, against the best defence, Aston Villa's, as McAteer builds down the right-hand side for Liverpool. Here's John Barnes. McAteer again. Thomas to Fowler. Lovely passing and movement from Liverpool. It's been a hallmark of their football all season. Collymore. Barnes. McManaman. Oh, yes! What a start by Liverpool. That was a terrific goal. It was impudent. He doesn't score enough goals, really, Steve McManaman, but he finished this off superbly. This is worth another look. Collymore, look at that flick from Barnes. And McManaman didn't hit it with a great deal of power, but the placing was spot on. And Mark Bosnich, who for a time had a little spell here as a schoolboy on trial, couldn't get near enough to keep it out. Steve McManaman putting Liverpool ahead with only his 7th goal of the season. When Liverpool won at Villa Park just over a month ago, it was the first time they'd done so for 12 years. A 2-0 victory. Fowler and Collymore almost inevitably getting the goals. And that's given away by Southgate. Thomas picked it up. Now it's McAteer. Oh, beautifully done, Fowler. Wrong-footing Staunton, and look at the shot! Oh! Screamer! 2-0! This is irresistible stuff. We have seen two dream goals. Steve Staunton, the former Liverpool favourite, left for dead here by Robbie Fowler, who says he can't play outside the penalty area. And what a finish! Fowler striking home his 28th goal of the season. And this 20-year-old phenomenon on his current run is averaging over a goal a game in the last 14 matches or so. Milosevic. He's overdue a goal, Savo Milosevic. Hasn't scored in the last 12 games. Fowler. Made his run, he's onside. Fowler's away here, there's no support. He'll have to do it on his own. The angle's difficult, but he's scored anyway! And it's 3! Well, Mark Bosnich will ask himself questions about that. And this is turning into a nightmare for Aston Villa. 2 for Fowler, 1 for McManaman. He sprung the offside. Southgate rather stayed in, but the angle looked impossible. But it bobbled off Bosnich's arms and up into the corner. .29 for Fowler this season. Barnes. Now Collymore likes to run at defenders like this. Look at this run. Gary Charles and Gareth Southgate in the pincer movement to shut him out. There's a real swagger about Liverpool. This club has a record 18 championships, remember, and a 19th even this season is not out of the question. Not yet, anyway. Unless Villa can produce something very dramatic here, Liverpool will be within 6 points of Newcastle at the end of play here. Corbab. Now he's in a forward position. Fowler's in the middle again. He's been fouled. Oh. Southgate did well to just deny him a clear touch on that, Robbie Fowler. Phil Babb storming forward. Villa's defence is being caught square. Springers running from deep positions. And Fowler was so near here to a hat-trick. McManaman. Barnes to McAteer. Played in. Fowler with another really good effort. This little fellow really is electric. Robbie Fowler. And purely a personal opinion, if this fellow isn't in the 22 for the European Championships, something's wrong. That did actually come off Ehiob last. Bosnich had to really stretch to keep it out. McManaman plays this one in again, and once again it's Fowler on the end of it. His strike rate has been just magnificent since he came into the Liverpool first team. His 130th match today, and he's scored 77 goals. Ugo Ehiob. York getting into some space. Milosevic on his left foot too. Would have preferred to hit that across the goalkeeper for the far corner. I'm not sure his shot was going in anyway, but David James couldn't afford to take any risks. Difficult angle. Well, it might have been. It did him a disservice. Might have been going in. Good save by James, because Milosevic got hold of it well enough. Now Villa with a corner kick. Townsend taking it. Skimmiker's header only finding Collymore, who belts it forward almost rugby union style. Anywhere would do in that situation. Might have noticed Robbie Fowler wearing one of those little contraptions across the nose that more and more sportsmen are using. It's to widen the air passages and kind of compressing the bridge of the nose. McManaman, lovely quick feet and trickery from him, and awareness to find Barnes! Beautifully struck, really, with the outside of the foot. Knew what he was trying to do. Knew where Bosnich was as well. Well found by McManaman. And John Barnes, who hasn't scored since August, when he got a couple against Tottenham, was unlucky with that. That's Ehiog. York, Milosevic will have to watch he doesn't go offside. York goes alone instead. Great run, Dwight York, cut back. Oh, Joachim was on the far post. Liverpool just scramble it away. Not a back pass, according to Keith Cooper, the final touch here. But this is the first time we've seen 20-goal Dwight York really trouble the Liverpool defence. Good angle, James couldn't quite reach it. It nearly fell for Joachim, and then off McAteer's feet, and there was no way you could say that was a deliberate back pass. Now then, here's McManaman. Fowler ahead of him. Southgate, though, gets there. Fowler's nipped it away from him, though. And now Southgate's won it back again. What a tussle. Now it's Fowler again. Collymore! And well held by Mark Bosnich. And he had to hold it too because McAteer was stealing into the space on the right. Now, both players won the ball 3 times in that exchange. Instant strike, stretching Mark Bosnich. Liverpool haven't been beaten since they lost a League Cup tie here against Newcastle on November the 29th. Milosevic, York, chance, slipped at the vital moment. Milosevic, and then Farrelly nearer the corner flag than the goal. And that really just summed up Aston Villa's afternoon. The kind of form Dwight York has been in, you'd have backed him to put this away. But he just lost his footing. Villa just can't do anything about this midfield possession game. Thomas back in defence since Mark Wright went off. Well, it's brilliant stuff at times, isn't it? It really is. Here's McManaman. Redknapp. Jones. McManaman again. Collymore. Fowler. Couldn't quite squeeze it through. The crowd, by the way, today, 39,508. And they've been right royally entertained by some scintillating play from Liverpool, who have looked a very, very good side indeed. York looked to handle that, or was he being pushed beforehand? Play on, says the referee. Alan Wright, back to Ricardo Skimmaker. Joachim. Oh, Milosevic with a chance! And excellent save by David James, and Milosevic still can't break that drought. Didn't really hit it hard enough. That was the way it looked. They've had a couple of chances, Aston Villa, to at least get one. York losing his footing, and then Milosevic denied by James. Easily away by McManaman. Alan Wright, the former Blackburn player. Gareth Fowley making his full debut here. He's found it hard to make any kind of impact, but you could say that about Aston Villa as a team. Fowler. Villa have a few men committed forward there. Liverpool can break. Redknapp. Barnes. Collymore. That's Rob Jones. Milosevic down to Gary Charles, the fullback who did win a couple of England caps 5 years ago. Here he is now on the ball. Charged now by Scales. Fowler's little touch. McManaman into space. Danger here. Fowler breaking through the middle. Collymore's on the far side. Here's Fowler. Here's Collymore. Not this time. Lovely move again by Liverpool, though. Seems to be an almost telepathic understanding building up now between McManaman, Fowler and Collymore of where everybody is. Southgate to Dwight York. Southgate coming forward again, trying to fashion something for Aston Villa. Would things have been a little different for Brian Little's side had Dwight York made that chance count early in the second half? Maybe, but only maybe. Farrelly with the corner kick. James comes for it, and Southgate's header comes back off the inside of the post. Well, he was so close to his second league goal in a matter of days there. That was unlucky. James came for that, but Southgate beat him to it. It seemed it must go in, but hit the inside of the post and bounced away. A rueful smile on the face of Brian Little. John Gregory there alongside him. Well, at least Villa kept a clean sheet for the last 82 minutes. Ooh. Well, that a hefty challenge by Ehiob, and that's going to be another booking on Fowler. Went right through him, and Keith Cooper was given no options there. Though Fowler seems to be all right, and the game is ended at that moment. Liverpool do indeed move to within 6 points of Newcastle United. Make no mistake, this side are very much still in this championship race, particularly with Newcastle still to come to Anfield on April the 1st. Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 0 here. All the goals in the opening 8 minutes. 2 for Robbie Fowler. One of them a sensational strike. And earlier, a wondrous goal from Steve McManaman in the opening seconds. Liverpool's football at times quite breathtaking. Villa largely outclassed. It was Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 0.